to once again endear himself to Roman Reigns and the Bloodline tonight.
And his opponent from Melbourne, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
Kevin Owens, what a coup he pulled off last week. He picked his spot. He preyed on the emotions of Roman Reigns, who was in the ring, losing his temper, berating Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens got Roman Reigns to agree in the heat of the moment to defend the Undisputed Championship against him 2 weeks from tomorrow at the Royal Rumble event. Owens with an opportunity to finally win the gold.
Kind of got to get to the Royal Rumble first, though, hasn't he? Kevin Owens burning the candle at both ends lately. Took on the new wrestling god Corbin on Raw, beating him, and then now he's got his hands full with the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn.
Owens has been a Universal Champion before. He had a great rivalry with Roman Reigns a couple of years ago. Controversial endings to the matchups. Looks to right the wrongs, in his word, at the Rumble in 2 weeks. 2+ decades of friendship. Sami Zayn will throw that away as he tries to again endear himself to the Bloodline tonight. How about Roman Reigns last week, lashing out at Sami Zayn, blaming him for the loss against Kevin Owens and John Cena? And boy, did Roman Reigns' tone change when he found out that he had to face Kevin Owens, that he agreed to that matchup at the Royal Rumble. All of a sudden, Roman's in the back of the locker room, and what's he doing? He's apologizing to Sami, because he needs Sami to do his dirty work here tonight against Owens.
Man, you're drinking the Kevin Owens Kool-Aid, aren't you? Right? Kevin Owens has had issues with Sami Zayn in the Bloodline from day one, and he would love to be the reason that it all blows up in Sami Zayn's face.
Kevin Owens taking the fight to Zayn. Kevin Owens very bluntly told Zayn earlier tonight, the Bloodline is using you. Sami Zayn said, I'm not being used. This is family. Something you wouldn't understand, Kevin.
20 years of friendship, blah, 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 wrestling in bingo halls that nobody cares about anyway. Sami Zayn has... Sami Zayn has grown up and moved on. KO needs to as well.
Take another look at Sami Zayn, putting it all on the line here tonight. Again, months and months of this. Sami Zayn kissing up to Roman Reigns, begging for Roman Reigns' appreciation, for Roman Reigns to accept him, for Roman Reigns to bring him into the Bloodline. And yet, after all of that, honorary is still in front of Sami Zayn's name.
Because good people take time, Michael Cole.
Kevin Owens unloading on Sami. You know, it's got to kill KO to have to do this after everything he and Sami have been through.
Well, it kills me having to listen to you, because Sami Zayn's career has never been hotter than it is right here, right now. Why is that? It's thanks to the Bloodline, and it's thanks to Roman Reigns to start showing just a smidgen of appreciation.
I guess that's the way to look at it. Sami Zayn with a shot to the face of Kevin Owens. And Sami Zayn with Owens on the apron. Oh my goodness, dropping Owens to the back of his neck. Zayn in control on SmackDown. We are jam-packed to the rafters here tonight in Green Bay, Wisconsin for Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Sami Zayn has called it the most important match of his career. Take out Kevin Owens. Solve the Kevin Owens problem before Roman Reigns defends the championship against KO 2 weeks from tomorrow at the Rumble.
Bloodline simply do not lose. Roman X number 100 days as the WWE Universal Champion. Usos record-breaking tag reign. Solo Sikoa undefeated since arriving at SmackDown.
And you notice none of them are here tonight. Cover by Sami Zayn. Hook of the leg. That is because Paul Heyman told Roman Reigns. Another cover by Sami Zayn.
Because Sami Zayn has to prove he can do it on his own.
That's what Heyman told Sami Zayn is Kevin Owens now.
That's great leadership. Roman isn't asking anything from Sami Zayn that he can't do himself.
Well, perhaps he can't do it himself. That's why he has Sami Zayn doing his dirty work. You ever think of that? Nonsense.
You know, to prove yourself as a gold star in the Bloodline. And you have to make the grade.
And it's sad to see Sami Zayn very proud of what he's accomplished in his career. have to get to this point where he's been groveling for months for the acceptance of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline.
You want to know the dirty truth? Every single superstar in the locker room would love to switch places with Sami Zayn and be able to grovel at the feet of the Tribal Chief if they even got a hint of a chance of being able to join the Bloodline.
Well, you're wrong, because Kevin Owens would never do that.
Okay, one exception. Hang on a second. Maybe he says that, but if he ever got the opportunity, he might change his tune.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn battling it out. Sami Zayn has been dominating much of this matchup, especially after dropping Kevin Owens on the back of his neck on the apron before the commercial break. KO, though, the prize fighter, trying to fight back. He understands what's at stake in 2 weeks at the Rumble. You win that match, you stop the record-setting reign of Roman Reigns. You main event WrestleMania as the champion, perhaps.
Sami Zayn has to have the match of his life tonight against his all-time #1 opponent. He knows the stakes. He knows that he is staring down the barrel of oblivion if he does not pull off victory tonight.
Sami Zayn looked like he was going to go for a superplex. Kevin able to block. Now off the headbutt. Kevin Owens going up to the top rope. Kevin Owens going to fly with a splash to Zayn. Can Owens capitalize? Cover on Sami. Hook of the leg. Kick out at 2. And if you're Sami Zayn, what's going through your mind there? Realizing, oh man, I almost lost. What's Roman Reigns thinking as Owens delivers the splash?
Potentially it was your intestines going through your mind at that point as the full weight of Kevin Owens hanging in the air before coming crashing down on the sternum of Sami Zayn.
So let me ask you point blank. Zayn wins tonight. Is he in the Bloodline?
Look, far be it from me to second-guess the movements of the Tribal Chief, but I'll say he will be at least one step closer to being an official Bloodline member, should he pull off victory.
And pump a powerbomb, Sami Zayn able to avoid, and now Sami turns it into a blue thunderbomb! Cover on Owens for the win! Kick out by KO. What if Zayn loses tonight?
It doesn't bear thinking about, and I'll go as far as this. If KO wants to insist that he is a friend of Sami Zayn, he needs to lie there and lose this match for his apparent friend of 20 years.
You listen to yourself, like seriously.
I'm a great commentator, Cole. You should start listening to him. Teach you a trick or two.
The intensity, the anger boiling over now between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So much at stake here tonight.
KO loves nothing more than a brawl. No hold.
Oh, and it's Motor